Hey guys, Darren here with a box review of 1993 Classic 4-Sport. This is all four major sports, so football, hockey, baseball, and basketball. And this was the first year that Classic started doing these box bottoms. So Chris Webber, I think, is the only box bottom they did for the 4-Sport. But this was this is a pretty big set. It's a 325 card set. And the cards are actually pretty decently designed. They look really nice. Going through the packs, as is typical with college cards, they kind of run together if you're not really used to the colleges. And even at that, because it's only a couple of players per team, the cards don't really stand out too well. They're not designed around the teams themselves. It's just around individual players. But the cards do, for college, they do look really nice. Because the main thing about the cards is they're designed so that it's a full bleed image with kind of a whitish strip down here with the name, gold text, really tough to read the first name of the player. And then down here is a gold seal for the 4-Sport. And the card back is a really nice card back for what they're doing. The gold or the stone print here is kind of the big theme that they go with. It looks pretty good overall for what they're doing. But this card set is it's a pretty good year for a 4-Sport because they had a lot of stars. So they had Chris Webber, Nick Van Exel, Curtis Conway, Terry Kirby, Natrone Means, on, including, here's the big one, Alex Rodriguez. They've got A-Rod in the set, and then they also have in the set Manon Rhéaume. So they have both of those players in the set. So it's a good set for college, and again for 4-Sport. So it is a bit unusual in terms of how good it is. For the packs, I got a pretty good return. So for the set, I'm only missing 5 cards. Only missing 4 cards. But here for the doubles, this is basically all the doubles. So it's a very small amount of doubles that I ended up with. So I have absolutely no problem with how it turned out. And I got no triples, it was only doubles. And for the doubles, I actually got a lot of really good players. So that's what these are. These are doubles, and I got C. Webb, Nick Van Exel, Conway, Kirby, Natrone Means, Kadri Ishmael, Reggie Brooks, Mark Brunell, Chris Pronger, Jocelyn Thibault, Sabo Koivu, Cami Granado, and then I got A-Rod out of here. So C-Web and A-Rod, I got doubles of both of them, and Chris Singleton. So in terms of the doubles, I did surprisingly well for the limited number that I had. But in the set, there are a lot of other stars in it. So you got Penny Hardaway, you got Jamal Mashburn, Allen Houston, Tony Kukoc, you got Drew Bledsoe, Hurst, and Jerome Bettis, and Elvis Gerbach and Shane Matthews. Unique card for him. You also got Paul Correa, like I said, Manon Rhéaume, and I pulled out an extra Mark Brunell. And then toward the end of the set, they have a set of up-and-coming rookies. This is the John Wooden, I think John Wooden Award. And so he's got a card, and you got Mashburn and Penny here. And then for their rookie basketball team, you got Shaq and Zoe, as well as a couple of other players. So that's what is in the set itself, other than what you saw over there. These are the cards that I hadn't pulled out. And the Manon Rhéaume card is a very significant one. For those of you not familiar with her, Manon Rhéaume was drafted into the NHL. That happened in the NBA and happened in the NHL. She never got to play an actual NHL game, but she actually got drafted in, and so she had a start, and she was really, it was really exciting at that time. It was. I remember it very, very well. So she's one of the few hockey names that I've known over the years. So that's a big card from this set. That's a really significant card. Otherwise, the set, like I said, it has a really good, basically it has stars for every single sport, which is a really good thing. But in the packs also come with some inserts, including some C3 Club membership cards, which I got quite a few, 2, 4, 6, I got 7. They didn't have a lot of inserts that showed up in packs. There are jumbos that are supposed to show up every once in a while. I didn't get any of those. But as far as the limited prints, I got Shaq, Tony Kukoc, and Rodney Rogers. So I got I think it's the third most significant of the limited prints, and then Tony's a pretty good one to get as well. They also had acetate cards, and I got Garrison Hearst, which is one of the least interesting of the acetate cards, but I did get that. But I also got a triple card, and they had, I think it's 5 cards in this set. Let's see, it's tough. This is a tough card to read. The numbers in the set are tough to read, but they're readable. Basically 4 and 9 are the only challenging numbers to read. Otherwise they do decently well. Here this is really tough, but there are only 5 cards in the set. And I got one with Bledsoe, C-Webb, and A-Rod. So I got a really, really, really good triple card. If you're going to get one, this is definitely a really good one to get. Other than that, they didn't have a lot else going on. So it's basically you're opening up a pack and you're going through the various images, which don't really stand out. This is something that's better to look at after the fact. So it wasn't so much fun to go through the packs, but it was fun to put the set together and see some of the stars. That's kind of the key to the 4Sport. They do have autographs and a few other things. In fact, one thing I failed to mention is there are 65,600 of each one of these, which at the time was rare, now not so much. These, let's see, I don't see a rarity on these. This does, I can see it right here. The acetate is 1 out of 66,000. So the rarity seems kind of trivial now, but there are a lot of these cards that do exist, and that's something kind of, it's too bad. But they do have autographs, so at that rate, I think you're going to be it's going to be very rare to get one. I did not, obviously. Otherwise, this is one of those boxes that's really interesting to do at some time, just to kind of see how it turns out. Just to kind of get the experience of college. That's kind of where I would put it with this. And the fact that it does have a Manuel Rheaume and Alex Rodriguez, those are the 2 really big ones to look for. Other than that, that's about what I've got to say. Not the most fun box in the world, but definitely one to experience at some point if you like cards. That's kind of what I would say. Thank you for watching.